besties, how are you? Welcome to my DIY channel. I hope you can take me seriously with the bird on my head. Tweety, please get off the camera. Well, anyway, look at all the beautiful deco mesh I found at a Dollar Tree. Such a pretty fall colors. I think we can make a pretty flower wreath. If you like what you see, please make sure you give me thumbs up and also consider subscribing. That way you're not gonna miss my videos coming up, okay? Thanks so much. Let's get started.
Snowball mesh is the best mesh that Dollar Tree sells. So if you see it, stack up, okay? We're gonna use 6 rolls today. Also, we're gonna use one of the 2 8-inch forms that Dollar Tree sells, a mesh strainer, yes, you heard me right, and small 4-inch zip ties that you can also find at a Dollar Tree. So this is going to be 100% Dollar Tree wreath. First, we are going to pop off that plastic handle, we don't need it. And we are going to put the wreath form on top of a strainer and attach it with some zip ties around it. Those small 4-inch zip ties fit in perfectly through the mesh strainer, and you can just tie them around the inner rail of the wreath form. Four zip ties is sufficient and it will give you a nice stable wreath form, or one of those cool microphones. Next, we are going to cut up our mesh, and I'm using my sophisticated tool, 8x8 cardboard. The mesh is 6 inches wide. You are going to roll it on top of your cardboard, cut on both ends, and you're quickly gonna get all equal 6x8 pieces. You're gonna take your rectangular piece, fold corners towards the center, hold with your finger just like that. You see a diamond? You walk your fingers across from corner to corner, pinch it together in the middle, and you get cute little petals just like that. We are going to attach them face down to the outer rail of your wreath form, just like so. And here's a close-up look. Let's do another one. Open up your rectangle, fold corners towards the center, hold it, and now walk your fingers across from corner to corner, pinch it, and attach it face down, just like so. Okay, we are going to make 2 more for this section. Let me cut off those zip ties and show you this up close. As you can see, we can fit 4 sets of petals in one section, and we have 3 sections in this wreath form. So we will continue making these petals in 2 more sections, which is 8 more. Okay, the second section is done, 1 more to go. All right, we got the first section done. Take a look at this. It starts to take shape, right? As you can imagine, these are our leaves. And now we're going to work on flower petals. So let's cut up the next roll of Deco Mesh, the yellow. And let me show you one more time, just in case you didn't catch it. This will be real slow. You fold in the corners towards the center, walk your fingers across from one corner to another, pinch it together, and we are going to attach it face down like this. We are going to attach these to the second rail. This is the second rail right there. You're going to take your zip tie under that rail and put a petal on top of it and tie it together. I like to pull my ends of the petals towards the front, just like so. And here's a close-up look. You can see exactly where I attached it. And we are going to repeat 3 more petals in that section. We're gonna do 4 petals per section like we did with the green ones. All right, first section is done. Second, and 1 more. All right, take a look at this. A sunflower coming to life, right? So we got the outer rail in green, we got the middle rail in yellow, and now the third rail is unfortunately on the rim of the strainer, right? So we're gonna have to feed our zip ties through the mesh, just like so, and we're gonna space them out, 12, just like we would have on the rail, okay? I actually did 4 at a time, just how I worked in sections, okay? So now we cut another roll of yellow mesh, and we continue making the petals. We want to double up on the yellow petals, right? We want a nice full flower. So just zip tie your petals right there. It's actually very easy now that it's already prepared for you. Just tie it up. And you continue going around. Okay, so the first section is done here, and you see how the gap between the strainer and the reform disappeared? Perfect. We want to do that all the way around. I tighten up all my zip ties before I cut them all off. Let me tell you, my fingers hurt after this one, but I think it was worth the effort. Take a look at this. Doesn't it look amazing? And you know, my mind is spinning already, right? Not only a wreath, I'm already thinking a masquerade ball or something. So, okay, we need to fill in that middle, and I have 2 rolls of the brown mesh. I'm zip tying them at one end, and then I'm just twisting one over the other, one over the other. You're gonna get this long snake that you're gonna zip tie at the other end, okay? I didn't even pay any attention to it. You know, it doesn't have to be so nice and neat and even, not at all. I think it's just gonna give it some more interest. So I insert a zip tie through the center there, and then I attach my snake by the head, and then you just coil it up. And you add a little bit of hot glue here and there, just so it doesn't fall apart, okay? And just coil it up until you fill in the whole center. And let me tell you, that snake was long, 3 yards. So I just continue going around. But you know, I'm thinking, what if you have just 1 roll of brown mesh? I think you can cut it in half and still make it work. I think you should be able to cover the whole strainer with just 1 roll of mesh. But I think it came out amazing. You know, I love a nice big center, and it was raised already, so The Deco Mesh just emphasized it even more. I just add a dab of hot glue at the end and tuck it under, and take a look at this. How amazing is that? Just fluff up those petals as you like. And you know, the only thing I'm debating about are the green petals now, because they're a little bit on the light side. And you know, I still have one roll of that green mesh left, because we just used one in the beginning. I wish I doubled them up, you know? So what I decide to do is cut up that roll, this time slightly longer, 10-inch long pieces. And I'm gonna make the petals exact same way and attach them to the same rail in between the other green petals, you know, just like so. I just pushed 2 petals to the side and made room for this one. And if you look from the other side, it will slightly stick out. A little bit longer adds more dimension, I think. And I continue going around, and I even insert one under the handle, just like so. I think it distracts a bit from it, but I don't want to get rid of it. I think it's a great hanger for my wreath. I really like it. Let's see. I did it all around. I'm chopping these off, and take a look. Can you tell a difference? I can. I am so happy I added the second set, and I recommend you guys do it too if you make one. And can you believe we made this wreath for only $8.50? What? Oh my goodness. You know, I've always admired other wreath makers making beautiful flower wreaths, and I've always searched for a budget-friendly option. So I'm just so happy that Dollar Tree finally came with the quality mesh, and I was able to bring this to you. I hope you guys gonna appreciate it, and you're gonna like and share my video and sprinkle it with those little sunflower emojis. You know, I could see these flowers being used in so many different ways, not just wreaths. Remember, like the flower pot we made with our bee decor? Look at that. You can just pick out that bee for now. Take your flower, you know, it's got that sturdy leg. Just stick it right there in your foam, and look at that. Beautiful flower pot. Imagine an urn in front of your door, on your front porch, anywhere. You know, possibilities are endless. Also, it comes out very neat, you know. If you want to cover that up, you just use a small piece of felt, 33 cents additional cost. Just trace the circle, cut it out, and slap it on the back with some hot glue. That's it. Look at this, nice and neat, and who can tell that there's a strainer back there? Nobody can tell. My family couldn't figure it out.